So my presentation is going to revolve around health and wellness programs at your work. Now as Americans, most of us know it's important to stay healthy. The problem is we're still not doing it. And that's because there's several traps you can fall into. For example, college. Your first time being out on your own, you're surrounded by unhealthy foods, inactivity. You guys ever heard of the freshman 15, gaining 15 pounds your freshman year? Now, I didn't fall into that trap. Actually, I gained 40 pounds my sophomore year. Hard to believe, I know, but it's true. Very unhealthy. I've been on both sides of the spectrum, from healthy to extremely unhealthy, and actually, against my better judgment, I'm going to prove this to you guys. And as a side note, it's okay to laugh. I do a lot of times when I see this picture. That was me, sophomore year of college. 40 plus pounds. You know, it was college, so the alcohol, fried foods, not much activity, you know, it's a new lifestyle and I didn't adjust to it right away. But luckily I managed to get over it. It's kind of a before and after, you could say. Now, college might be an obvious trap for some people, obviously not everyone, but one that's not as obvious is the business world itself. Now, my first week on the job, I was in orientation classes all week, 8 hours a day, 40 hours of inactivity. On top of that, they provide you lunches, Chinese food, pizza, sandwiches, free lunch. Great, right? Not really. All that's unhealthy, plus this inactivity, plus at the end of the day, you're exhausted. The last thing you want to do is go home and work out. But here's actually an alarming quote. It says, a study by NBC News says people who sat more than 6 hours per day were at least 18% more likely to die than those who sat less than 3 hours per day. So inactivity in a desk job is actually a direct correlation with how long you might live. So in order to avoid falling into that trap, we need to join our company's health and wellness program to stay healthy, active, and to save money. Now before we continue with the presentation, I'd like to get some examples of what everyone thinks a health and wellness program entails. So for example, I'll start it off, say a gym membership. Any other examples?
Organize lunch hour walks on a path or on the outside.
Lunch walks. Any other takers?
Sometimes they bring a nutritionist in.
Nutritionist, good.
Healthy food options in the cafeteria.
Right?
My company has like their own gym that they sponsor, so it's really cheap for them for individuals to join.
It's like an on-site gym.
Yeah.
They have like weight loss competitions for the new year.
Kind of like Biggest Loser. Alright, that's plenty. Now we're going to come back to this a little later on in the presentation. So, what are some of the problems with staying healthy and active? Well, some polls by ABC News shows that the average worker takes less than 20 minutes away from his desk for lunch each day. Now, 20 minutes isn't enough to make a healthy meal. It's barely enough to go out and pick one up. So chances are, you know, if you're running out, you're getting fast food, something unhealthy, or if the company's sponsoring lunch, nice that it's free, but you're probably getting something that's not very healthy. It's probably going to be takeout again. Another problem is also not enough hours in the day. You know, with the down economy, people are picking up extra shifts, more hours. You're exhausted at the end of the day. You're also stressed out. And when you're stressed out, it also leads to skipping meals. So not only are you being inactive, now you're not getting the proper nutrition on top of that. Additional problems seems to be a lack of knowledge about health among American adults. From the U.S. Department of Health, they did a study that showed 12% of U.S. adults have proficient health literacy. That's a very low number. It's probably why less than 15% are getting the recommended number of fruits and vegetables, and less than 25% are getting the recommended amounts of exercise. When you think where you're getting your knowledge from, it's the internet, media, TV, family, friends. How much of it is coming from a health professional, a nutritionist, somebody that has a degree, bachelor's, master's, or a doctorate? Probably not the majority of it. It's also very expensive to stay healthy. You join a gym, you're putting a down payment down, plus monthly payments. Flu shots cost money, you want to quit smoking, the pill, the patch, screenings. All of it's pretty expensive and it adds up. So what are some solutions? The best part about the health and wellness program is the health and wellness professional that comes with it. And Zach kind of hit on that when he said the nutritionist. So that's part of it. They can actually set up a nutrition or an exercise plan to meet your goals. Say you're short on time, you only have 20 minutes during lunch. They can provide a 20-minute workout for you that'll burn the same amount of calories, give you the same amount of activity as an hour workout would. Maybe you need some tips, you want to stay active, you're sitting down 8 hours a day. I actually went to our professional and they told me, what do you do when you go to the bathroom? I get up, I go to the one behind me. Did you ever consider maybe going up to the second floor, walking up the flight of stairs, using that bathroom and then coming back down? If you do it multiple times throughout the day, you're burning more calories. It's actually, you're on your feet more, so you're kind of getting away from that inactive statistic. What about lunch? I asked the same question. I wanted to make all my meals on a Sunday for the whole week. With classes, I don't have time. They suggested getting a pound of lean chicken or turkey. You mixing that with brown rice. The key is you use a different marinade every week, so you're not bored with it. You don't want to change it frequently. The different marinades kind of make it interesting every week. I do this every Sunday. I've been doing it for the past 2 years. I have all my meals planned out Monday through Friday. I know it's healthy, no questions asked, and the best part is I don't have to go out and buy anything. Saves me money and a lot of unhealthy alternatives. Professional health and wellness professionals also keep you motivated, track your progress. If you're writing down your exercises, it's beneficial. Say you go to the gym today, you lift 80 pounds. Are you going to go to the gym tomorrow and lift 60 pounds? Or are you going to want to stay at the same level or improve? If you don't write it down, it's very easy to forget. This also works with nutrition. Say today you tracked your meals. For breakfast, had a couple of donuts, Chinese for lunch, Olive Garden for dinner. When you write this down, you look at it in the morning, do you think you're going to start your day off with a couple of donuts again? Odds are you're probably not going to. Another thing these programs offer are incentives. Like Anna said, the Biggest Loser competition or weight loss competitions. If you win those, provide TVs, iPods, maybe they make a donation to your 401k, the straight cash prizes. A lot of motivation involved. A couple other benefits, you decrease the intimidation factor. When you join a commercial gym, there's a lot of people exercising. You don't want to have to walk through 12 bodybuilders to get a piece of equipment you want to use. And you don't want to talk to a nutritionist there when you're surrounded by 20 other people who can listen in and hear what you're not comfortable with and what you don't want to do. Sometimes that's private. At work, you're in a room one-on-one with a health and wellness professional. And they're giving you advice, and it's very private. And the company gyms are also, it's more, the business atmosphere. People are just trying to stay healthy. It's not so much the bodybuilder mentality. You're also saving money and time. All the things I mentioned before with, flu shot, quit smoking, screenings, gym memberships, and time. If you have the on-site facility, like Rob was mentioning, during your lunch hour, you walk upstairs, you use the gym, you come right back down to your desk. You save the 20, 30 minutes it takes to drive to your gym. The showering, you're getting changed there. There's also more options available than you think. This is where we're going to take a look back at what we did earlier. Now, these are all good options. They're all part of the program. There's also a lot of other activities. For example, we have yoga classes every Tuesday. You ever heard of that new workout? Not new, but the Zumba fitness? Whenever there's a new workout, companies try to bring it on because it's more appealing when they're hiring new employees. You say, hey, we have these new Zumba classes. It's new, it's in. People want to join the company solely for these reasons. There's a bike club, a bicycle club, where they get on the bikes during lunch and they ride a path near work. And they have a bike rack set up, so it's very convenient for the employees. There's also classes to quit smoking. There's alcohol-related classes. Now, they are a bit more touchy, but they do offer them. People don't realize there's a lot of options in these programs. And there's something you want to do that your company doesn't have, it's very easy to have them installed. So how bad can this health issue actually get? Well, it's already pretty bad. You got 33% of American adults are obese. It's 1/3. If that's not bad enough, 36% of these adults are spending more on health services. 77% are spending more on medications. So not only are you shaving years off your life, you're also paying more for it. Now here's the most alarming statistic. Out of the 1.4 trillion we spend a year on healthcare, 95% of that is on medical care. Only 5% is on preventing and promoting it. So what that tells me and us is that we're on our own. If you want to be healthy, you're going to have to be proactive about it. The good news is we can make it better. 70% of the claims are modifiable health risks, which means they're 100% preventable. Now, smoking, obesity, alcohol use, you can turn these around and start fresh. Some examples of some health and wellness programs that were successful: Coca-Cola's fitness program recruits $500 per employee, and that was only with a 60% participation rate. Prudential revealed the benefit expense $312 per employee in their program, as opposed to $574 per employee not in the program. The people enrolled in the program are spending less a year on healthcare. And this is a bit cut off, but the Coors Brewing Company, for every $5.50 they spent, for every dollar they spent on fitness, they saved $5.50 in savings. And there's a bottom line here that says they also had an additional bonus of an 18% decrease in absenteeism. It was a direct correlation with absenteeism and improved health. So, in conclusion, health and wellness programs can save you money and time, increase knowledge on nutrition and exercise, and add years to your life. Now, it's obvious that a desk job and being inactive can do some serious long-term effects to your health and your lifespan. So we should all help ourselves out and join our company's health and wellness program. Thank you.